Hey guys, this is Ashley, this is Chip Builds, and today we're going to make a wooden postcard. I made this for my mom's 56th birthday, and this can easily be customizable to say anything, and we used a CNC router and a handheld router. For this project I'm using Adobe Illustrator, but a free alternative would be Inkscape. I'm using the line tool to make the center divider for the postcard as well as where you would write the address. Once the 3 lines were drawn, then we could distribute them evenly between each other. Next, it's time to adjust the spacing of the words that you have, and Adobe's preset isn't always correct, so you kind of have to play with it and move things around. And then I also chose like a handwritten font to do the to and from for the postcard. In hindsight, I should have chosen a different font since I was putting this on the CNC machine. Next, I went to Google and found a postage outline and imported it into Illustrator. Once it was in there, we created an outline, which took only a few moments. For the to section, I chose the same handwritten font, which worked out a little bit better since it was a bigger font size, but ultimately not the best. Definitely choose a different font if you're going to do this. I imported a picture of a heart and did the same tracing step and added it to the inside of the postage stamp. Next, I used the pen tool to create little squigglies that get stamped on a postcard when you send it in the mail, and I just copied and pasted it to get the right amount. Next, I created outlines for all my text to import it into easel. I used some screws to hold down the piece of wood to the wasteboard. As this design was being cut out, I noticed that the font was a little bit smaller than I thought it was, and that it was having trouble being read, and that the handwritten font that I chose was basically non-existent. I restarted the design, and this time I left off the handwritten type so that I could just manually add it with a hand router. I forgot to film that part. Once it was done, I gave the piece a quick sanding to get off the burrs. Next, I added in some white paint to the words to make them stand out, and some black paint to the lines to make it look more like a realistic postcard. I also added some red paint to the heart.